Hello and welcome back to St Dunstan's Kitchen with me, Chef Tony. Okay, so what are we doing today? Today is all about kind of breakfast, kind of brunch, and what we're going to do is some beautiful poached eggs. They're going to be sitting on a potato cake with some wilted spinach, sautéed mushrooms. Job done. First thing I want to talk to you about is the poached egg. Now, both chefs and family and friends, we quite often talk about poached eggs, and I just want to talk for a minute or so about kind of dispelling the myth or trying to build around confidence with poached eggs. I think people avoid them. I think there's a lot of pressure. We put pressure on ourselves to make the perfect poached egg, and I just thought it would be a really good exercise to run through the fundamentals, talk about what you need to hopefully that you can recreate the perfect poached egg at home. So what you will need is obviously eggs. Now, quite often we talk about having fresh eggs being better. Of course fresh eggs are better, but it's not essential, but they will make a better poached egg. So eggs we need. The other talking point is vinegar. All right, so I've got some white wine vinegar here. Now, some people use it, some people don't. Honestly, I've always used vinegar in my water for poached eggs, because what that does is the acidity in the vinegar, it kind of does like a magical thing to the water. So when you drop your egg in to be poaching, it kind of like magically makes the water kind of stop the egg from coagulating or going around too quick, and you end up with this kind of weird kind of split egg in the middle of your pan, and then you get the ump, and then you never poach an egg again for another 6 months. And that's what we're trying to do today. We're going to try and get you to that stage where you feel really confident in poaching an egg. So eggs, some vinegar. We've obviously got a pan on the stove with some water ticking over. We've got a slotted spoon, so obviously the water can drop through, and I've got a little whisk, or you can use a spoon, whatever you want. All right, so let's get poaching. Okay, so welcome back. Right, so we've got our pan ticking over. What I mean by that is we've got our water in there. Turn the gas on, or the electric, or the hob, what you've got, and just at the bottom you can just see the bubbles just starting to tick away at the bottom. What we want to do now is crank that up a couple of notches. All right, so we'll take that up a few, and then we just want to bring the water slightly to the boil. Okay, and then at this stage we take our vinegar, and you want a good couple of teaspoons of vinegar in there. That down, and then just let the vinegar, obviously as you put it in, is going to take the temperature of the water down slightly. As it just starts to come up to boil, we take our whisk or our spoon, and then the idea is you just want to create a little whirlpool. All right, you don't want the water going around at 100 miles an hour, because the egg will still fly all over the place. Just get a little whirlpool. The water gets pushed to the outside, and you get in the middle. And then what I've done here is I've placed the egg into a little bowl, or a little beaker, or a little cup, just to make it a little bit easier to get it into the centre. Let it slow down slightly. Pop the egg in. Spin the water around. And then, depending on the size of your egg, you probably want to leave it for 2, maybe 3 minutes, and then we're ready to go. Right, so our poached eggs have been simmering away for about 2 minutes now. So we're just going to get our slotted spoon and very, very carefully just take that out of the water. As I said earlier, we use a slotted spoon just to get rid of that excess water, and then to get rid of the rest, just pop it on a bit of kitchen towel or a little cloth. And then if I just pick that up so you can see it. So that's the kind of shape we're looking for. So the white has wrapped itself around the yolk, and we've got kind of like almost like an egg shape. Right then, let's crack on with our pancakes. Right then, let's do the pancakes. So down we go. So non-stick pan preferable. Just get it preheated for a couple of minutes, and then we've got our oil, just a tiny little squirt of oil in there. I'm going to take the temperature up slightly. So we've got our potato spinach pancake mix. We're just going to size, not massively important. We're going to do a couple here. Just drop them dead centre. So we get a couple of little circles. Now, because the batter mix is relatively thin, the potatoes are already cooked, the spinach doesn't take long to cook, there's baking powder in there, so we're talking about a minute and a half each side. All right. The important thing is as well is we don't want them to catch, so don't ever be afraid, just to give them a little bit of movement, just to see. You'll be able to feel them straight away. There you go. Look, a little bit of movement, so they're coming away. Okay, if you think it's getting too hot, like this one is, just turn it down slightly. All right, let's have a little look. Okay, I think we're ready to flip that one. So very carefully, over you go. And then with the second one, there you go. Literally another, turn it down slightly, another minute. Same principle. They should be moving now. And there we go, get yourself a bit of kitchen roll. Just double check. Should be cooked. And there you go. Okay, right, down to the last two components before we start building the dish. All right, so we've got mushrooms and we've got baby spinach. So I've got some field mushrooms here. You can use some tiny little button mushrooms, you can use some close cut mushrooms, some chestnut mushrooms, whatever you want. The important thing about mushrooms is what we don't want is like a soggy, horrible, nasty cooked mushroom. We want a beautiful golden brown, crisp, really hot, full of moisture mushroom. And then with our spinach, we're just going to wilt our spinach. So what I mean by a wilt is just shove it in the pan really quickly so it gets that like really translucent colour. We don't want to cook it, we don't want all the water coming out of it and flooding the plate. We just want that beautiful, nice golden mushroom with wilted spinach. So we are going to use the same pan that we did the pancakes in. All right, so get it nice and hot. We're going to take a little bit of our oil, just a little squirt, over there. Get it nice and hot. Obviously you can finish this with some beautiful butter, not essential, but it does make it taste lush. So we're going to go bottom side down first, 2 mushrooms. You can, if you want to, peel the skin away, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It gives you a better finished look. But please, please, please do not wash your mushrooms. If you have to, brush them with a brush. Right, so in with our mushrooms. Nice pan, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go probably like 2-3 minutes either side. Get that nice golden colour on them. Once they're done one side, obviously flip them over. And then after that, we're just going to add our spinach, which we'll wilt off at the last minute. Okay, let's build the dish. Right then, here we go. So, mushrooms down. Spoon, place a little bit of our spinach in. We'll just give that a little movement around. While that's just wilting down, we're going to drop our eggs. A bit like what I was talking earlier. We've refreshed them in ice cold water and then we're just going to pop them back in for a couple of seconds. There we go. And now we can start building. Okay, so we're looking for 1, 2, maybe 3 pancakes. One of our beautiful mushrooms. A little bit of our wilted spinach. And then we take our poached egg. Just drain that off. If we can, we're going to rest that somewhere there, I think. let's go for it. Let's put 2 on there, shall we? Let's do 2. Not for the faint-hearted. Okay. Clean. And there we go. Potato pancakes, field mushrooms, wilted spinach. And a beautiful poached egg. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. Please, 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 if you learned anything from today, don't be afraid of poaching an egg. Just keep going, keep trying, and trust me, you'll be super confident before you know it. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.